Hello, Chill Computer Guy here. We're in Bitwig Studio 2.4. I'm hoping everybody had a good holidays and a wonderful new year and whatnot. We're back with some new, real basic. Right now, we're going to do a product review. We're going to do some tutorials also. This is kind of a product review slash tutorial because we're going to talk about a few different things. But with the Christmas season, everybody had their plug-in specials. Everybody had their huge deals. And I got a few things this holiday season. As far as, VSTs and plugins and whatnot. And I'm going to actually slowly go over those. I'm going to do reviews on all of them. But not like reviews telling you this is how it works and la-di-da-da, but reviews about how passionate I am about these plugins. And I didn't spend a lot of money this year. It's kind of on a budget, but I did get a couple of little things. But one of the things I got, and going to be the review on this particular video, is the little plate by Soundtoys. Now, this was on sale for $29. This is normally $100, $99.99, but it was on sale for $29. And if you're familiar with Soundtoys, if I would have had the money, I would have definitely spent it on Soundtoys bundle. This season, the Soundtoys bundle was half off. You could have got, God, what was it, $199 for all the Soundtoys? Anyway, the Soundtoys plugins are unbelievable. They're among my favorite plugins. Once I own them, I reach for them exclusively. They're probably my favorite, one of my favorite software companies. But this here is the little plate. This is a very minimal plate reverb, but it sounds unbelievable. You can tell it sounds unbelievable because this lives on my send. It was my send and return. I'm sending signal to this plate reverb. And that's the other subject of this tutorial is put this little plate on a send and send tracks to it. And what comes back is just really, really gives your tracks some just real groove. Now, we're talking about groove here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to play these hi-hats here. We're going to have a couple drum MIDI loops here and whatnot. But the little plate now, this is basically very minimal. It's a decay time, okay? 2.47 seconds. You have your wet and dry. Of course, we're on a send and return, so we want that at 100%. And then a low cut, you can go anywhere from 20 hertz all the way up to 1K. That way you don't get any of that rumbly boom down. You don't want to put reverb on the boom, You put the reverb on the bass guitar, you're going to have to low cut it so it only affects the high end of that, because you don't want to plate reverb with a long decay time on your bass or your kick drum because that's just going to muddy it up. Like, it's going to be so muddy, It's going to be so unbelievably muddy, There's a little mod switch here. What I love about this is this goes clear up to infinity. You can put this on infinity and put this mod, turn this mod on, and what it will do is it will actually modulate the reverb tail. And what I'll do is I'll put a single freaking note, like on a pluck or something. Put a single note and put this thing on infinity, right? And then mod this to the bottom, the reverb tail. And you can put some side chain in that reverb tail. You do all kinds of stuff, but this plugin I absolutely love. I love it for its minimalism. I love it for this preset right here. I don't normally use presets, but this particular one, if you go under basic, it has presets for all kinds of stuff. It has tons of presets, but the perfect plate is the perfect plate. Okay, it's the most perfect plate. I love this preset. It's really, I've tried a few, but I just instantly, here's what I do. I open up my DAW, I got my template. I got the little plate with the perfect plate preset on my send and return, and it lives there. And I'm going to send some hi-hats to it, and you're going to hear what's going to happen here with these hi-hats. I'll give a play this here. So what you're hearing my hi-hats soloed, okay? They're going to the send and return, but I have the send and return for the reverb muted, so you can't hear the return of the reverb. Once I unmute this, you're going to hear the return of the reverb. And listen how this gives you a natural kind of shuffle groove. It's almost as if it's like a delay or something, Yeah, I had to take the snare drum out because another thing I love about using send and return, especially with reverbs, is you get every instrument you send to it is going to be on the return. So it gives you a sense of, it's crosstalk basically is what it's going on. You know, if you were to actually record something in an acoustic space with a microphone, you're going to have bleed. And the thing is by throwing a reverb, especially this particular plate, some reverbs don't do don't do that bleed very well, but this particular little plate makes that bleed sound like you're in acoustic space. Just a very, very high quality reverb. I would give this 10 out of 10, but I would pay $100 for this. I can't, I can't just blow $100 on this right now. But, if money weren't an issue, I would pick this up for $100 full price all day long. This is a really, really solid reverb. It's called Little Plate, which leads me to believe that maybe Soundtoys is going to put out a more advanced reverb in the future. Maybe they're probably working on one as we speak. The Soundtoys plugins are primo. I mean, eventually, as I could scrape money together, eventually I'd like to own every single one. Another one I use all the time is Decapitator. Oh, God, Decapitator. Yeah, Decapitator's really good. It's just the best. It's really solid. This thing was on sale for $79 for the holidays, so it's normally like $250 or $300. I don't know. It's expensive though. But this isn't about Decapitator, it's about Little Plate. But the Decapitator and the Little Plate, they both live on my send and return. And I'm going to go ahead and send some instruments through this reverb so you can kind of hear it. And then we're going to talk about a little bit of the groove, you know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Listen to that boxiness on the kick drum. Listen to the boxiness of the kick drum. Hear that thud? It's like a thud. It's like a dead kind of thud, Just man, that's the shit, and that shit you only get from the good plugin, But anyway, yeah, I can't say enough about the Little Plate. I love this plugin. Yeah, I should have probably done this while it was still on sale. I don't think it's on sale anymore, but yeah, $29.95 for the holidays. Normally $99, but it's probably made it to my top 10 plugins. Period. Without price being an issue. This is probably, if I had to have one reverb, this would probably be the reverb I would want, and it's pretty decent on CPU, and it sounds incredible. I tried that, what was that, the SP2600, or what was that called, or 2016? Yeah, SP 2016. It's by Eventide. That got all this praise and all this great, it's the greatest reverb, and that thing's like $200, and I could have picked it up during the holidays for $70, but I wasn't worth it in my opinion. It was a okay reverb, but it wasn't. This is by far, the Little Plate here by Soundtoys was by far a better reverb in my opinion. Granted, it's just a plate, so if you want to do some other type of reverb algorithm, you might need to look into that. But this definitely is going to live on my send and return bus, and I'm definitely going to always be sending my hi-hats and my snare hits and other little maybe top lines and stuff, and it really, really makes it sound like everything's being composed in the same room, And yeah, so that's it. Little Plate by Soundtoys. Absolute 100% recommend this. I mean, it might not be on sale anymore, but I still recommend it. Even a $100 price tag, it's worth it. But that's Little Plate. Check it out. Chill Computer Guy here. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We're going to have more stuff coming up, product reviews, tutorials. We're going to talk more about send and returns and about, mix and arrange, all that stuff. I got a bunch of different things lined up. I just got to, get in here and less cuts. I'm going to try to do these one take things. I've been inspired by several people to do these tutorials in one take. It's quicker, and it's not too bad, All right, Chill Computer Guy, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Remember, this ain't for beginners or experts, for everybody. Stay tuned for more quick tips and tutorials and whatnot, and product reviews and whatnot. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye now.